How you doing today? Check this out, y'all. Hope you can see me. It ain't positive you can see me or not. Looks like it needs to be tilted up just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, there we go, y'all. Let me explain something. The reason you haven't been seeing me, I've been helping my sister-in-law, or she ain't really my sister-in-law. She used to be my ex play toy. She started a new business. And I kind of helped her. Check this out. She sat there and started making her own tea called Tea Tasty. She has to learn how to seal this. Her own little shop. It's in there, Salisbury. Tastes real good. Most of Rowan County people get a kick out of it. She's pretty cool. But now she knows what I'm doing with hers. It's pineapple. Real good. That's what I've been doing. Okay, I'm gonna help someone out called BUSHCRAFT. Let's get it down like Dave Cranberry would say. We're gonna say it like Dan Cranberry would say. Bushcrafting, there's a couple of things you gotta go by. If you get the book, it saves you a lot of time and understanding. It's hunting, it's fishing, it's camping. It is not called bushcrafting, it's called woodcrafting. Then you got your first aid, knowing your plants, knowing your trees, knowing how to use a compass, and also knowing how to sew. Meaning, when I say sewing, I'm talking about sewing. You gotta do stuff like this. See Virginia Bushcraft? Virginia Bushcraft, you see what I'm talking about? You gotta learn how to do this stuff. It's actually the same as the Boy Scouts. Only thing difference, it's a British word made by British, and when you're going camping, you just call it camping. If you're going to go to the Appalachian Trail, we used to say backpacking. So there you see the difference, backpacking and bushcrafting, or what they call bushcraft. When you start looking at it, it ain't making sense. It's the same thing, backpacking. You got to know the same thing, hunting, fishing, camping, knowing your trees, knowing your plants you can eat, knowing where the water is. After that, you got sewing and woodcrafting. That's all it's ever been called. The tools in the old days you used to use. Helping you out on your woodcrafting, it's just trying to understand it ain't bushcrafting, it's woodcrafting. Using a knife. Might be using this. Might be using this. And yes, you do cut notches. You cut notches. You cut notches like that and everything on trees when you're in the woods. But then you got, you know, if you're gonna live out there, you're gonna need a lot of other stuff. This is what they use in what they call bushcrafting, which is actually woodcrafting, or like Papa Farm said, woodworks. There's the chisels. Right. This is for making cups, bowls, pots, and masks. See what it is? You might have to take your screwdriver and make you a couple. You do know how to make, you got to think out of the box. You got to do it that way. And while you're chiseling, or carving, that's what some people call it, carving, because we have artwork. There's over, I'll say, 6,000 people from Richmond who come down here to see contests in wood carving. And the reason they did it is because they want to show off how good they really are. Now imagine me putting a new one on. Here it is. I broke it off. I can make fire with this one. I like this one because I got that. And I can blow a fire into this. It's for blowing the fire. If you're doing, you know, bow drill and stuff, this is what some people uses. You might have to use this. This is old days. I'm talking about like from the 1700s to the old farmers and stuff. Using nails. Don't forget I said knife. And using them. I've been using this on this. I use this on something else. We used to do this as Native Americans. We would put stuff on the trees, like, you know, which tribe is at certain spots. We'll leave a marker to the trail to that one person's area, which would be which tribe. And then we'd do a pass. This is what we call. See? And I started out using this. This means chaos. This is Noah, Chappelle, the first son of the Middle East, Ham, Africa, and India, and then Japan. See, it's a cross. You see? Showing we all connected. Yin and yang. And then a concept no one ever pays attention. A circle's almost the only thing that can't be destroyed. You got a square, pyramid. That's the guy I used to talk to in my dreams. That's my buddy. Or I call him my guardian angel. But I actually carved it in. And then when I go to the woods, I usually do something like this. You see what it looks like? Here, let me put it this way so you see what I'm talking about. You got a dog or a wolf, snake, rabbit, a crane. You see I put black bear, you can see what it looks like. See what I'm saying? It'll help you out a little bit. Help you out a little bit. See what I'm talking about? I did pretty darn good. And what I'm doing, I can make money off of it. See, Virginia bushcraft, I can make money off of it if I tried hard enough. If I tried hard enough. So if I'm using a nail to draw the picture, I'm using this to carve it out, like I'm doing on this here. This is going to a Buddhist temple. And that's all I'm doing. You think Cody don't do this stuff? We make money doing this. I've been doing this for about an hour. Wood carving, that's all it is, man. It's wood carving. So all you Generation Z's and Millennials, you should learn how to do this. Just like Virginia bushcraft. He can make him some money doing it if he knows what he's doing. Bug out Bushino, I'm getting killed doing this. See, Generation Z, you can do this. You can make money off it. I'm doing a Buddhist temple. And this is called carving. Good thing, showing you how to do this stuff. It's really not that fucking hard. It's called carving. I'm gonna show you the reason I'm using them nails, the reason I use the nails real quick. The chalk is to make sure I get the depthness. Going in, like this bear, I gotta make sure it's just as deep as this and this. This ain't gonna be finished because I ain't finished at all. This shows you how deep it is. See what I'm saying? This shows you how deep I got it. It matches. It's around 1/8 that, which would be this right here. Going in, I got it at 1/8. I'm gonna make it deeper. This goes in a garden. This is for 2024. I'm going like, here we are, and this is 2024 chaos. See what I'm saying? But you see me using this a lot. Show you what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? I'm using them to mark in this deep, taking this, making it deeper. See, I'm using this to take this deeper. But I use this to get the deepness he wants. So I can go in there and go like this and set it down. If it takes half of this, if it takes about that much, I don't go no farther. I gotta go right here. That's what he wants. And I'm doing that. Let me show you a little secret. I'm gonna use the new blower. I took that antenna off that damn radio as a blower. You see? Now watch. See what I'm saying? I ain't finished. It's gonna give me another 6 hours. But all this wood stuff right here, I can use for a fire. To start my fire. You see what I'm saying? That right there, backwoods. You see right here? Virginia bushcraft. This is what you do to make money off of your bushcrafting, or what we call woodcrafting, or what we call woodwork. Ask Papa Farms about it. He's probably got a machine that can do it and do a lot better. If they want it handy, so I got to do it handy. But I'm going to make this. It's going to go all the way through. So that means this right here is just going to be just it itself. See what I'm saying? That's what you call real live bushcrafting. Oh, and you didn't know I was teaching karate? That was your problem. But now you see what I'm doing. Sitting there easily, just doing the same thing I was doing. Putting it there, cutting in, cutting in. The reason I'm using my thumb is to block this, so this don't cut me. This damn thing's sharp as shit. When they say they make a good knife, yeah, Moros do make a perfect good knife. You just seen how easy it was to cut through that. But that's what this knife is really used for. Now me and Backwood would probably use this for fishing, skinning a rabbit. Heck, we could do fish, but I can go ahead and do the same thing with this. Deer, bear, whatever. The chalk is when I get finished. See what I'm saying? See how deep that damn thing is? You can see the markings all the way through there. That's to help you see how deep it really is. You see? That's just fucking off, but I can make money off of it. I'll put a little bit of water and get this all off of this and finish off what I'm doing. But now you see what we've been doing. You live up here in North Carolina and go to Charlotte, you got a Buddhist temple there. I'm the one who did some of the statues. I'm also the one who does some of the woodwork on the building itself. You can ask Virginia, you can ask Milkmaid, Grandma, Granddaddy, ask Hutch, Backwoods, Prepper Nation. Most of the Buddhist temples I'll be working on. And I'll be doing this. It's all bushcraft. But it's woodcraft in North Carolina. I don't go with the British words, I go with American words because it means money. You can use a router to do this, but they want it done old school, and that's what it is. Imagine I can do statues, pictures, the walls, the steps, the corner of the building, make them dragons, take a tree and put a face on it. If I decide to get a walking stick, put a face on it, sell it for 30, 40 bucks. But we had people from Richmond and Georgia, Tennessee, all come to our craftsman in Charlotte have a contest. I know it was like 400, 500 come from Richmond, Virginia, the city, and outside the city. So I know there's some damn woodmen out there. And I know they know about wood carving, or what you would call woodcraft, or bushcraft, and this is what they'll be doing, the same thing I'm doing. They make bears, deers, stuff. I've seen a couple of them. I've seen one boy that only had 1 year of training just doing this, won top prize. And he just did like 22 different walking sticks. And each walking stick, retail value would be like $90 per walking stick. And he was using something called a router, but it's a handheld kind of router. But he's also working on this, and he tried a couple of this on chests. He made little men. He put the British on one side and the French on the other side, and each one of them with that damn knife made his own little man for a chessboard. He even carved out the squares and everything. That's just one of these knives. I was getting a kick out of it. His walking sticks was unbelievable. And he's only got a year of training in it. And he's using a machine and trying to learn how to do it with this. But this is actually called bushcrafting, if you want to call it that. Anyway, bushcrafting is hunting, fishing, camping, first aid, sewing, woodworks, know your trees, know your plants that you can eat. See, most of my stuff right now, see, I'm doing pretty good on my garden, see. She's already cleaned half of it out, but now you see what I'm doing. But you gotta think, when you think about it, I'm doing pretty good. Doing little things like that. Think about that. When you think about that, I'm making money off of that. I don't know why y'all can't find jobs and do stuff like this. And then say, well, I'm professional. I'm just doing what I know. I think you're doing good. I don't say nothing wrong about it. But when you're going to do some real bushcrafting, that's the first thing you're going to learn. Hunting, fishing, camping, sewing. In case your pants get tore up in the woods, you got to sew it back up. And then you got to know your trees, your plants. Then you can go to this. And better go to first aid, because that's what you should be doing. Learn to be open-minded. But now you see what I've been doing. For a whole week, I've been helping her start this. Start her own personal business, tea tasting, of Salisbury, North Carolina, Rowan County. I think she did good. She's still working on this. That's a lid she's working on. See what I'm talking about? The lid's kind of off, just a little. But that's what I've been doing, helping her get this started. At the same time, doing this by hand, making money. With a Moore's knife. Hey, the Virginia bushcraft, there is something you can do. There is a training manual that Moore's did that can teach you bushcrafting. And he's got a book out there. It's got over like 4 or 5, well, about 600 pages. A lot of it is woodcrafting. About 45%. You ever thought about that? Getting that chalk off of it. Well, talk to you later. See you around.